Billions of people build their entire lives around a single historical figure, yet the details of his final moments and his actual identity remain fiercely contested. We are left to choose between three distinct interpretations. He is fully divine, the literal Son of God, or a mortal human prophet. Look closely at the historical record, and you will find a 2,000-year trail of missing evidence, heavily altered manuscripts, and deep theological conflict. The resolution of this mystery determines the nature of divine justice and the very foundation of the world's largest religions. This timeline charts 0 to 325 AD. For 3 centuries, there is a massive void before his exact nature was officially codified. His divinity wasn't a settled doctrine. Early Christian movements firmly believed he was entirely a created being. We have to ask, was he considered God from the start, or did that specific identity evolve over 3 centuries of silence? Orthodox Christian doctrine addresses this complexity with the Incarnation. It argues that Jesus is simultaneously 100% human and 100% divine, 2 complete natures united in one person. The reasoning here is that God did not become human out of necessity. He did it to make his nearness visible, stepping down into physical form to share directly in human pain. It offers immense personal comfort. Instead of observing from a distance, this model presents a creator who understands human suffering through direct physical experience. This appeal to the heart relies entirely on the historical reliability of the written record, but the documents themselves contain significant internal fractures. The Gospel of Matthew, widely taught as a first-hand eyewitness account, actually copies large sections of its narrative directly from the Gospel of Mark, word for word. The Apostle Paul, who established the earliest theology defining Jesus' divine nature, never physically met him. His entire framework was based on subjective visions and dreams. Even the accounts of the crucifixion clash. In Matthew, Jesus cries out, feeling completely abandoned by God. In John, he delivers a calm, victorious final statement, "It is finished." The most critical textual omission is found in the earliest copies of the Gospel of Mark. Manuscripts like the Codex Sinaiticus completely lack the phrase "Son of God." When foundational accounts diverge on the final words and the primary title of the central figure, the claim of a single, unified divine revelation becomes harder to verify through history alone. Islamic theology offers a counter-explanation for these textual shifts. It proposes that the title Son of God started as a Jewish metaphor for closeness, which was later taken entirely literally by foreign cultures. As early Christianity expanded, it collided with Hellenistic intellectual centers. To bridge the gap between Jewish faith and the Roman world, it adopted Greek philosophical concepts, like the Logos, or the divine word. The resulting narrative looks distinctly familiar to the Greeks. A divine father chooses a human woman, producing a semi-divine son with an earthly mission. This perfectly matches the mythological structure of figures like Heracles. The Christian concept of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Spirit, fits neatly into this pre-existing Hellenistic hierarchy of the gods. Islam rejects this through the concept of Tawhid, strict divine unity. It asserts that God is absolute, and assigning him a human form or family structure directly compromises his majesty. These 2 traditions rely on conflicting logic for how salvation actually works. Christianity says sin is a debt, requiring a willing sacrifice, while Islam demands direct repentance and personal accountability. It forces a hard question. Is it truly just for an innocent person to die in place of the guilty? Or is justice better served when every single soul carries its own weight before a merciful judge? The missing links in history force you to choose a logical framework, a God who descends into physical form out of immense love, or a God who remains absolutely one in his eternal majesty. While the surviving manuscripts offer fragments of the past, they stop short of providing a unified consensus on who he truly was. We are left staring at a paradox. Are the contradictions in the texts simply the complementary testimonies of independent witnesses, or are they the undeniable fingerprints of human tampering? Did God become man so we could finally know him, or did man make God so we could finally understand him?